You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes. Spark one.
First stage.
This is a Wake and Bake Vibe exclusive.
Yeah, when I pull up to the party, I roll up like black on a Harley. My dress used to hang like a Marley. Metal plastic on me, keep it like Barbie. The new car, it came with no car key. Hit the pedal, then watch it do God speed. Made my way to the money like times 3. But none of you haters can't blind me.
Went to the dealer, caught me a roll, focus on vision, house in the grove. From Lauderhill, but I be in the know. On 95 and I'm riding on foes. Suicide dose, so you know that I'm chose. Ice on the chain, you know that it's froze. Family on back, you know that it goes. Let's go! You know I'm a zone. Heard a nigga died the other day. I wish you went the other way. He chose to go the gutter way.
I was ahead of my class, study math so I could give me a bag and go dumb. You gotta let the money free, gotta let the funds run. Niggas hit you when they want something. I'm on the road just to reach my goals. Like I'm standing on my tippy toes. Looking for a bad centerfold with a skin tone like a dinner roll.
Bad bitch, they can steal your soul. Running back when I'm in the hole. 10 toes, I'll never fold. Late night, she be on the stroll. Throw it back when she on the pole. From the city where they stick and roll. Run up on you like, give me those. They selling hope and they selling dope. Heard a nigga died the other day. I wish you went the other way. He chose to go the gutter way.
500. For combos.
We getting it in at the XRPL Wake and Bake Vibes with Kamikaze. You know the vibes.
El dinero es una cifra y suman muertos como números. Casas por el tejado para no acabar las húmedos. Las fiestas de los ricos son pagadas por estúpidos. Hipotecan su vida por solo sueños lúcidos. La pena no tocó mi puerta cuando vino. Perdiendo tino en las cantinas me pongo fino. Contestaciones malas por placeros y patino. Test rápidos de ética en las viñetas de Kino. Hay tiros que entran dentro, mi equipo se queda fuera. Estar en producción sin haber hecho las pruebas. Estás falto de caso como la derecha nueva. Si ya ni con verdades mandas troles a sus cuevas. Nos movemos por inercia si hace falta por dinero. No han puesto ni la mesa, esperan el pastel entero. Creyentes en su encierro, todos barren pa' su credo. Obradores de milagros ponen alas a sus cerdos. A los sacos de billetes no es cultura hacerles caso. Están monetizando filosofías del fracaso. Yo cambio de colores, semáforos y de paso. Soy una persona seca que convive con un ganso. Cristos que preparo, profetas en todos lados. Al final siempre paga el último que se ha excusado. Trabajo suspirando para el gremio de cansados, viviendo sin saber a dónde ir ni qué ha pasado. Los límites de la realidad como el Twilight no esperan tu cariño si la pasta de tu like. Quieren las 99 muertes del Fortnite. Quitarse de un problema, ver tranquilos el late night. Rapeando en 4K sobre una tarjeta Nvidia. Siempre se jode algo, pido estar tranquilo un día. La suerte está echada, despertar la culpa mía. No sé qué coño miran, les pongo a vendimiar.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes. Spark one.
Tell me what we got to lose. We made it this far. Paying no mind to fear, cause that's who we are. But tell me when we come down, I got to know. When it's all said and done, where do we go? You got me so
Second stage.
high. I wish I could go back to my old life. No, it feels like home and I don't know why. So high. If you won't touch the ground, you got me. You carry our weight in gold. We waited in line for the thrill, for the love, for the lights. I should feel fine. But tell me when we come down, I got to know. When it's all said and done, where do we go? You got me so high. I wish I could go back to my old life. No, it feels like home and I don't know why. Ooh, I'm so high. If you won't touch the ground, you got me.
You heard it here first on Wake and Bake Vibes. Twitter space, we live.
Huh? Just give it like a brisket. I like King V. Mango bars. King of the beach, you know how we do. I need the cheese, the screen, that money make machine. Your girl is on my DMs. I smash on the submarine. I need the cheddar, the gloves, the cash ATM machine. Your girl is on my DMs. I smash with the rubber still.
No snooze, I gotta wake up, I zoom, get to the paper, I shoot, run on the Lakers, I do, what I do dangerous, I move, I'm getting greater, and I do, she took off for layers, my goons, none of you fakers, no snooze, it's time to wake up, charged up, I got a battery pack in, on 10, no,
1,000 combos!
And put on my notice, niggas got them asking, don't mess with fakes, not a fan of the plastic. This shit right here compared to magic. For all your fakes, they getting tragic. Different level, kinda hit, I be back. They give me the back end all night. I'm breaking the back end. Love a nigga that's getting the rack in. Fuck a baddies, only no slacking. It's about time for that action. Now we get it moving, get the traction. This shit right here started with passion. Never quit until I give me a match.
Switch vibes, I switch minds, I change lives. I don't rush. My crush is my crunch. I eat her for them lunch. It's my time. Keep it like a biscuit. Came through and it just risky. Sleepers are Gucci, the sneakers Balencis. People are grooving, the beat is so messy. Talking about messy, not messy. PSG. Talking about my bitch, oh damn she's so tasty. Talking about my drip, oh damn it's so fancy. Talking about pockets, oh damn they so empty. Hey. Talking about my ex, I fucked her in a bestie.
Cozy campaign, that's the shit we reppin'. Hey, cozy campaign, that's the shit we holdin'. Hey, look at my scrotum, I put it all in. Feelings and emotions, that's all I hold in. I hold in my mindset cause I'm thinking genius. I move with these niggas cause I'm thinking clean shit. Holy Ghost when I'm speaking, they will feel it. Real niggas, no rigor, more this with cereal. I put that shit in my mouth and eat that like milk. Put your girl's titty in my mouth and eat that shit like milk. That's real nigga, that's real me, that's real bitch, that's real shit, that's real niggas that kill shit. We shoot, we
Violent content. Parental discretion is advised.
$100 combos.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
So ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, I'm out of this world. So ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, I'm out of this world. They say that temptation is root to evolution. Come get close to me, so you might just find out. Come see me with your eyes. I don't need to know, just need you really close to me. You channeling some frequent energy. I hope you see that solar plexus in me. I need that aura. So ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, I'm out of this world. Come and take a ride with me. So ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, I'm out of this world.
Yeah. Hey, girl, it's you and me, you and me. I can feel your energy and I can see we're meant to be. Cause girl, we got some chemistry and we chilling in the nighttime. Look at the moon in the night sky, tune into the frequency. Cause frequently I can tell that you are out of this world. Open up your third eye and let me into your world. Cause girl, we are just some higher beings and we should connect to these higher things. Your body is a galaxy and I'm exploring cause you're
so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, I'm out of this world. So ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, out of this world. I'm so ethereal, I'm out of this world.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes.
Yeah.
Spark one.
Yeah. Oh, more, I did miss you. I hope you're coping, baby. Cause my life ain't been the same since I left you. Omo, that burning flame in me till I can relight my fire. Hoping, baby, that I get another chance to see your face. Ooh, that smile, those dimples, they always give me time and time again. Tyler, care for me, he want it when no one else is there for me. He want it, don't you ever think there's another, cause it's you. Who's my baby? Who do I call my lady? I said, don't you ever think there's another, cause it's you. One more, how far? Show I need BT. yo. Oh, mommy, I did chase my dreams.
1,000 combos!
When you see me with them girls, only pino, I only mess around with them because I miss you more than no. Though they may occupy my mind, they will look on me. Yo. How could anybody let go of a girl so beautiful? Well, I guess they say cut or go away. Now that you're gone, I'll be the only one. And me, Nicole, out here having fun. Nigbato yakin lole can see me, baby. Mon chere kiri, I don't know what came over me. Ereti mon sheti cover me, babe. And I've been missing you. Things you do makes me know you miss me too. Ta look care for me, it want it. When no one else was there for me, don't you ever think there's another, cause it's you. Who's my baby? Who do you call my lady? Don't you ever think there's another, cause it's you. How far? Show I need BTO. Oh, mommy, I did chase my dreams, though they may occupy my time. Yeah, when you see me with them girls, oh, Nipino, I only mess around with them because I miss you more than no. Though they may occupy my
1,000 combos!
Yo. See, you got me wondering, oh, what kind of where would we? And I thought you were my teammate, or better yet, a cellmate. Yeah. I should go my yeah. In other words, listen. Oh, more how far, show I need it, yo. Oh, mommy, I chase my dreams, Lord, they may occupy my time. We all no look on. When you see me with them girls, only bit on. I only mess around with them because I miss you. More no. Moro no, though they may occupy my mind, girl, you have my heart.
Hey yo, that's my jam. Turn it up.
We getting it in at the XRPL Wake and Bake Vibes with Kamikaze.
We on a new level, but times it by 10. Mental mind strong, got my hands in. I got some new friends, seeing now some new lens. My bags got chins, they getting real chubby. You get no lovey. I told you back then, sitting on the island and we can't hear them. Party going down, private suite Hilton. I've been the same now, just some new millions. We on a new level, see you at the top. I'm buying up the tips, buying up the drops. Everything mellow, get them bags on lock. See you at the tip.
I'm in a whole new level, I've suffered back then. The struggles made me strong, so I never give in. Crew taking few flights, shining like in plain sight. Seeing green candles like it's love at first sight. My serves just doubled, your soul stayed troubled. I still huddle strong and I haven't fumbled. I'm sure you watched me rise, but I stayed humble. And there's really nothing you can do to make me crumble.
We're on a new level, see you at the top. We're buying up the dips, buying up the drops. Everything mellow, get them bags on lock. See you at the tip. Got the wealth and the minds like we're slowing down time. But the system kinda evil when they poisoning minds. But some of us awake and we altering light. Got the health on point, man, we one of a kind. Meditating in the mountains, getting some fresh shine. Drinking from the fresh springs, cause they poisoning pipes. Got the monsters in your mind, cause you ain't living right. Caution what you see, hear what you putting inside. We're on a new level, see you at the top. We're buying up the dips, buying up the drops. Everything mellow, get them bags on lock. See you at the tip.
From the bottom to the top, trying to make a change. Free your souls and your minds to break down the chains. Don't let the pure toxins don't flow through your veins. I'm planting seeds, so put that in your brains. I'm vibing on another level. 4D realm just transcend it to a new level. Connect with me on a cosmic level. Ascend with us, Lady E with the Moon Commander. Don't be a bystander.
We're on a new level, see you at the top. We're buying up the dips, buying up the drops. Everything mellow, get them bags on lock. See you at the tip. Top, 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 top.
J this way. I like my hood scratch. Bring me that J this way. I may talk nice, just don't take too lightly. Better think twice, or things get too flighty. Pisces be my sun, Aries be my moon. I may look cool, but I switch gears.
Let's go! Let's go!
I switch gears if I have to. I see myself in the skyscraper. I need the real money, paper chaser. If you're not talking finance, I need a new stance. Get in your lane, please, and be the real change. I switch gears if I have to. 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 I like my herbs scratch. Bring me that J this way. I like my herbs scratch. Bring me that J this way. I like my herbs scratch. Bring me that J this way. I like my herbs scratch. Bring me that J this way. Roll the J, roll the J, roll the J, burn the J, touch the J, roll the J, burn that J.
You heard it here first on Wake and Bake Vibes. Twitter space, we live.
Boss man, King.
Some of that bass out.
We up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. I've been working for a long time. Brewster said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Yeah, we up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Brewster said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Tell him we up. Yeah, we up. Now I'm going to the moon. This messenger's on a dead fresh no tune. Top flight chandelier. Tom Brady with it, making plays of the year. We up. Now it's time to re-up. I'ma keep my feet up. Said I had to keep up, but we up. Yeah, I'm about to stay up. And we gotta wait up. And we on the way up. We up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. I've been working for a long time. Brewster said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Yeah, we up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Brewster said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Tell him we up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Every day is crunch time. Party for a long time. Haters that is most high. Great time to feel good. Watch why I do it to a hill with that good girl. Now she all emotional. Tell them we up. I got my niggas with me till I run up. And if you from the north side, stand up. All the independent artists, what up? Yeah, what up? We up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. I've been working for a long time. Brewster said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Yeah, we up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Brewster said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Tell him we up. Yeah, we up.
So never interrupt me, okay? Not if there's a fire. Not even if you hear the sound of a thud from my home, and 1 week later, there's a smell coming from there that can only be a decaying human body. And you have to hold a hanky to your face because the stench is so thick that you think you're gonna faint. Even then, don't come knocking.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another weekly dose, the Wake and Bake Vibes. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube side. Shout out to everybody on the Twitter side, everybody on Instagram side, as well as everybody who's going to be listening to it on the back end. You know how we always start the show, all the music that was being played was directly from the Sonar Muse platform, where all the artists that were being played were getting paid out in real time. So shout out to all those artists on the playlist. Today we're gonna get right into the show. But before we even get into the show, right? I would like to say shout out to Green Zone, shout out to Tony. Here's a banger. I'll play that soon. Shout out to Tony from Green Zone. Definitely gonna play that song, but um, we will be getting into the show. We have a special guest I'd like to introduce you guys to. But before we even get into that, I'll just like to play you a song before we get her on the stage. Let's go.
Yo, Coda. So I know we've been seeing each other for like a year now, but I still can't shake the feeling that maybe we're rushing things. That it's maybe still too soon for us to make anything official. Um, I'm just, I'm not sure I can give you what you're looking for.
You're pitiful, just be honest. Admit it's just such a coward. You're scared to love me completely. Use that as an excuse to hurt me. Then you show up acting like you ain't done nothing. Keep the energy you had when you were dark, and you blatantly took parts of me. Place the blame on things that happened before us was a week. For you, I went colorblind. The red flags were blue skies in my eyes. But I won't cry, baby, cry. You're a sucker who don't deserve me. You were never worthy without you. I'm more than fine, so cry, baby, cry. You're a sucker who don't deserve me. You were never worthy. I can do so much better. I made it out of your bed, but you can't seem to stay out of my head. Is it me? Don't you feel free? Is it something I said? I wanted you to take your time, but time proved that you aren't mine. But I won't cry, baby, cry. You're a sucker who don't deserve me. You are never worthy without you. I'm more than fine, so cry, baby, cry. You're a sucker who don't deserve me. You are never worthy. I can do so much better.
I can't hear you.
With the, can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, now I can.
Without further ado, I would like to introduce our guest for this week's episode, Coochie Cola. Would you
Good.
welcome first of all, welcome to the
Thank
show, and
you for having
it's
me.
it's great to finally speak with you. Um, it's- I've been following you for quite some time, and I've been seeing how you've been moving in the social media space.
Mm.
Um, would you like to introduce yourself to the Wake and Bakers? Tell us a bit more about who Coochie Cola is.
Okay, so my name is Nicola, artistically known as Coochie Cola. The coochie has nothing to do with vagina. It's coochie, coochie coo, like you play with a baby, and Nicola mixed together. It's a nickname my father used to call me. I am a singer, songwriter, and producer. The song that we just heard, I produced it, I sang it, I wrote it, and yeah, I feel like everything about me is creative. I feel like creativity is my source outside of God. But like, yeah, I think that's a general introduction.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, how did you get into music? How did you start getting into music? Because I did see that you started off in the whole content creation space. You were like making, videos on like reviews and stuff like that. Um, and how did you transition into music? Was that something that you just got into as of late, or was that something you always were into?
I feel like looking back now, it's like it was always there, but everything that happened to me musically happened because of someone, not because I thought I can actually do it. Because I went to the National School of the Arts for like a year, for the year of grade 8, and that happened because one of my mom's friends was like, "No, you should just apply, send her." And then I saw myself at a music school, but the pressure was too much, and I wasn't strong back then. Like I was not strong enough for how real everything was. So I left. I went to a normal school, but I still did music there. And then fast forward to like when I'm 20, 21, I tell my dad, okay, I think I want to start producing. I tell him that, but I never do anything about it. Like I checked out the Boston program, but I was like, you know, where have you ever seen girls producing? Like it doesn't seem like a real thing, so let me just leave it. And then I went through a little, well, not little, a sexual assault situation. And I went into deep depression. And my father could see that, this girl is not going to survive. I need to do something. So he comes home one day after weeks of me just sitting in my room and not going anywhere or doing anything. And he's like, "You're going to school on Monday. I applied for you for production." So then I get into the production space, and I didn't know that my little brother was also learning to produce, but he was like in high school. I didn't know he had been learning. So he comes to me and he's like, "I've got a beat for you." And then my dad bought me equipment. I recorded a song, and that was the beginning of Coochie Cola. I didn't know what to call myself because Coochie Cola was my Instagram name. I didn't know what to say on my Instagram because Nicola was taken when I signed up. And now it's just formed into this whole brand on its own. Yeah.
Well, okay, so I did see because I did see your journey as well, like how you started
Yeah.
in the music space. And then I did see a post. I don't know when it was it like 2019, 2020, somewhere there, where you said you want to start producing or you're going to start producing, and I saw like you putting out an Instagram video of you like making a beat. So um okay, so you saying you got into production because you were kind of pushed into it, or I guess directed into that space.
Yeah.
What would you say your sound is like? Who inspires your sound in terms of like your production?
Production for me, it's more like what do I feel like I want to sound like at that time. So if I feel like I want to hear Kuchi Kola on a K Tranada beat, that's what I'll try and make. If I feel like I want to hear Kuchi Kola on a D Mile beat, that's what I'll make. So I don't really have a sound, to be honest, because all the stuff that I've produced, like Cry Baby, what does it sound like? I don't know. It's just a song.
To be honest, it sounds more like I would say you kind of have like a Jill Scott vibe, Erica Badu. You like
Yeah.
in that category of artists, you kind of more into that scene and that vibe of music. Would you say you more inclined, like you more in tune with like spirituality in terms like those artists, or would you just say it's just whoever inspires you, like you said, like I did see that you say like it's more so the people around you that inspire you to make the music, or what happens in
Mm.
in that moment, or in the moments you have in your everyday life that inspires you to make the music you make. But would you say you more spiritually inclined when it comes into your music?
Um, yeah, I feel like I wouldn't call it spiritual. I would call it sensitive. I'm very sensitive. So that's what inspires me the most. Like when people ask me to write happy songs, it's a bit hard because I don't feel like I've experienced the happiness that I think I deserve in life. Like there's been pockets of the happiness, but you know, but with pain, I can tell you 10 million stories, and that's the basis really. My music is a bit sad, but I also try to make it fun, with the upbeat sad songs so that people can dance and cry at the same time. um as a person, I am spiritual, but does it lead my music? Not as much as I would like it to.
Okay. Okay, I see. So which artists would you say inspired you, the most when you were growing up? Who did you listen to the most, and who do you kind of take a bit of in your music? I know, like you subconsciously, you probably, or like consciously, you probably don't think you have artists in mind, but subconsciously, who do you think you've taken from your childhood, growing up? Which artists do you think, you inspired your music or your sound?
I don't think it's necessarily an artist because I grew up in the Seventh Day Adventist church, and a lot of the Seventh Day Adventist churches do not use instruments. Everything is a cappella. It's just you, your voice, and the spirit. So with that being said, a lot of my music has hectic harmonies, and that is the biggest influence in my music. Like if we're not harmonizing, what are we doing? um I feel like I sing I have a mellow vibe like Erica Badu. I listened to Erica Badu, Jill Scott, Boys to Men, Beyonce, Brandy. Like I listened to everything. And then when we go to the gospel side, I listen to a lot of Take Six, Kirk Franklin. Like it's just a mixture of everything. And then we go to jazz and we say Temba and Kize. We say a lot of like it's a lot. I listened to a lot of music growing up because my dad was like very musical, so there was always music from every corner.
Yeah, I would say like, as as we grew up like during that time, I guess the music that our parents used to like listen to on a Sunday kind of stuck with us in some ways.
Mm.
Uh and I would say, yeah, Whitney Houston, or the Michael Jacksons,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of music like still sticks
Mm-hmm.
with me. And it's like,
Yeah,
it kind of inspires you in terms of like the way you hop on a beat and stuff like that. It's
definitely.
so who would you who would you like to collaborate with? Who would be like your dream collaboration? Which artist would you dream of working with, dead or
For me,
alive as well?
it's not an artist. I really, like I said earlier, I really want to work with Kitronada. I really want to work with D Mile. Those two producers, if I can just get one beat and do my best, I would cry, literally.
Kate Tronada's fire. he's he's a beast. Shout out to Kate Tronada. He has like a dope sound. Especially like his pockets. I like the album that he made with Eminem, because
Yeah,
that
very nice.
that project was real crazy. I would say the same, like, but a different producer. I would say like Flying Lotus for me. Flying Lotus is like
Oh,
fire.
yeah. Yeah,
He has a incredible sound too. And yeah,
definitely.
that's an interesting pocket. So you're more into like I would call them like abstract beats, because those beats are like they have a whole different pocket that people can find within those kind of melodies and the kind of drums that those guys kind of come up with. So
Mm,
yeah, and I guess like it kind of is it kind of has that African sound to it, because the drums and the way the drums are kind of made within like the African traditional sounds. They kind
mm,
of do go with those kind of I'd say unorthodox patterns, but
definitely.
it is something that I feel a lot of people need to start getting used to, because that kind of sound is definitely gonna be the future. I feel like it is, but a lot of people won't really understand it yet. Like it is something that the masses I feel are sleeping on too. They definitely
They'll
sleeping on that
catch on.
sound.
They
Mm,
will catch on.
definitely, I think so too. Is there something you learned early on, like in your career, that made you like a better artist? Something like as well in your childhood that made you a better artist?
Early on, no. There's nothing I learned early on. Everything has been trial and error, and I'm only learning now that certain things are very important. Um, I think the most important thing when it comes to music is consistency. You have to be constantly thinking of, okay, after I release this, what's the next thing that I'm doing? How am I going to do it? What's going to happen? Like, you can't just be like, okay, I released for the year and it's good until you are actually one of those artists that can afford to for release now and not release for like 5 years. But I feel like, yeah, consistency is the most important thing.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. And it is kind of challenging because now we're in a space where like we as artists now have to be content creators too. And we now in the space of having to entertain our fans a lot more
Mhm.
than we used to. I kind of don't like this kind of era that we're in because it does take a whole lot of time away from you being creative and getting more into the music side.
Yep.
And it's really a gift and a curse at the same time because you can kind of blow up in an instant if you are, like you said, consistent with the releases as well as
Mm,
like the releasing of content. If you are consistent with it, then you definitely can get attraction and get like a lot of people gravitate towards you. But at the same time, it kind of it kind of removes a whole mysticism of you being an artist. It kind
yeah.
of removes that whole thing of people trying to figure you out as an artist, but now everybody knows you because they see your what you do, what content you create, uh, how you move all the time. And back in the day, it wasn't like that, and most
Mm,
artists kind of lasted a little bit longer because of that. Because
yeah.
now they didn't have the whole thing of social media, and they couldn't like their every move wasn't being tracked.
Mm,
And now with us being on the social media age, we can easily make a mistake and it can ruin our careers just in an instant. It's a
yeah.
sad thing.
Yeah.
It really is something that like I think about and I'm like, oh, I I kind of I kind of don't want to post a lot, but like
Hmm.
it's something we have to do. It's so
Yeah. Because how are
what's
you gonna reach people?
Yeah, how you going to get to the end goal? What's the point of you being in the space if you're not following the trends and stuff like that? So are you a fan of like the trends and doing all these dances and stuff? Do you kind of think that that's the new algorithm in order for you to like blow up, like kind of have like a dance or some kind of challenge in terms of like your music? Do you follow that kind of um, that formula when you release your
No,
music?
no, I don't. Because I think I've noticed that the people who have the dances and stuff, their fans created those. So I just feel like me making a dance and then asking people, please, can you do the challenge? Like, I don't have the energy.
Mm,
I wish I did, but I think it would be better if it's organic. If somebody just decides to do some cute dance to my song and then it actually catches on, I feel like that's amazing. But
mm,
me personally doing a dance and asking everyone to show me their moves,
mm.
I'm
Yeah, that's
turning
not.
30. I'm turning 30. So basically I don't even know where to start with those things. Like people are trying to get me onto the TikTok thing and I'm just like, guys, I don't get it.
Mm,
I don't know how to I don't know what to do. Like what am I gonna do?
yeah, I won't
Mm,
lie. I'm still struggling with TikTok. I don't have a TikTok account. I'm not a fan of that kind of thing. Instagram is like I guess it's like the threshold for me. It's like I can only
yeah.
be on Instagram, but Twitter/X is like the only place, because I've been more of a fan of like microblogging and just writing things down instead of like getting super visual. But
Mm,
visual aspect is where people, it grabs people's attention the most.
yeah,
And it's something that I kind of have to come into grips with. it's it's really something that's hard for me to grasp. And I kind of need to I kind of need to get used to doing the visual thing. It's gonna take time, but yeah, I gotta get used to it slowly but
yeah,
surely.
me too. Even if it's not necessarily you, like if you know how
Mm,
to animate, or if you have friends that know how to animate, you can just do the animation thing like the gorillas used to do.
mm,
And it doesn't actually have to be you presenting yourself if it's a problem for you to be perceived by
mm.
humans.
Yeah, that's something that some artists do actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
creating like a persona in
Mm,
some way that
mm,
it can be your brand.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, speaking of brands, right? What's what is something that you have, you know, um, you what is something that you have found to be a challenge, within the music industry? What's something that kind of was hard for you to grasp when you started getting into the music industry and creating your
My
brand?
my answer will always be the same. Being a woman, that's what's hard. Being a woman, um, I don't even want to say being a beautiful woman, because to be honest, men are not picky. I don't think you guys care about beauty or not, really. So just being a female in this space, you have to think of a lot of things. You have to make sure that you're wearing baggy clothes when you go to studio. You have to make sure you talk to the guys like, yo, 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 what's up, dog? Hey, my guy. So that they know that there's nothing that can happen here. We are homeboys. We are not here to do anything weird. Um, it's always going to be the same thing. I know so many female artists who have trouble even just releasing their music because a guy is holding on to it because he didn't get what he wanted from the girl. And that will always be the challenge for me in the music industry.
Yeah, I do believe that is usually what happens with women in the industry. It is kind of like a double standard, because and that was my other question with regards to the issues that have been, or challenges you have faced. But yeah, there's some, I do hear those kind of stories where women do get their music held back because a producer didn't get their way. And it sucks. It sucks that there's these kind of things that um, women go through. And I would advocate, like, what you say. You started getting into production yourself and doing things yourself. I would advocate for like people starting to learn how to get into that and focus on more home studios, because everything is now getting easier. It's now getting to a point where creating music is now easier. It's now become a more easy route, because now we have a whole lot of people who are getting into content creation too.
Mhm.
And I feel like if there is a way for people to get into understanding how to create their own content by themselves, it would there would be a lot less challenges like that. But I guess there's more to that aspect
Yeah,
than just that. It's way
I
bigger.
don't. Yeah, I don't agree because nobody ever goes to men who can't produce and tells them they need to.
Mm,
They don't have to
mm,
learn. Why do we
yeah,
have to learn? Because production is also an art. It's not like
yeah,
something where every single person has a good ear to make
mm,
a song, an entire
yeah.
song. It's not, that's not a real thing. So I don't think that women need to get their own home studios. Men just need to do better. Like, respect my
Correct.
art, respect me as an artist, respect my talent, respect my time. It's that simple.
Yeah. What
Literally.
are what are some other double standards in the industry or in the entertainment industry that you do see besides the that gender the gender aspect of the music being held back as well as the production? What other double standards within the industry do you see, or do you know have you experienced?
I don't think there are double standards. I feel like in every industry, the main goal of a person is to make sure that they are the favorite, because that's how you get to the top. Like, if the CEO likes you, eventually you're going to get somewhere. And I don't think it's a double standard. I don't think it's wrong, because that's just how earth works.
Yeah.
But it's difficult, like, especially if you are antisocial, or you struggle with, or you have social anxiety, or you struggle with connecting with people. What if you're an autistic artist, so you don't really know how to even maneuver in that space of talking to people and networking and knowing who to talk to? So yeah, it's difficult, but it is what it is.
Mm, yeah, I agree. There is, yeah, like you said, it's more so if they like you or not. The powers that be, if they like you, those execs and stuff,
Mm,
they choose to make or break you, and it kind of is hard, especially if, but at the same time, it's also like you if you are consistent, like you said, consistency, if you do show that you are dedicated within your craft, because like you said, there are people who are like probably antisocial and who are hidden, but they have the talent but they don't really show it as much, and they kind of have a hard time to get in the limelight. But the person who is more so into being consistent and releasing as much, they get more more of the more of the pie, and they get more of the attention.
yeah.
And it kind of it kind of is something that I wish people focus more on the talent, because nowadays it's not about talent, and it's more so about like if you can stay relevant, and if you have that wow factor, I guess, in terms of like or that shock value rather than the wow factor. If you create like some sort of shock value, because that's what we see with these posts
Yeah.
on social media too. We see like maybe somebody makes a crazy meme, and it's like with the interesting song, that
Mm,
song is going to be catchy because you're thinking of that meme, and it's less about like the actual talent. Have you noticed how like songs, like you when you're on social media, you listen to a song and you like only a certain part of it is catchy, but when you go on to like Spotify or any of your streaming platforms that you use, you listen to a full song and it's not really as
good.
interesting as
Yeah.
you thought it would be. What's your take on that?
I feel like it's a real thing, but also if you think about it, even music and like movies and stuff, it's the same effect. Because you like a part of a song in a movie, and then you listen to the whole thing, and you're like, yeah, it's nice in the movie. It matches everything. So I feel like there's space for every type of song. Like if your song is only nice in the chorus, there's definitely somewhere it will work.
Speaking of movies, your song "Crybaby" it was on a show. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
could you tell me more about how that works in terms of like sync licenses, right? How does that work when it comes to you getting your song on a show or on a movie?
So your best bet is to have a publisher. I'm
Mm,
signed to Africa Creative Publishing, and they do the pitching for any briefs that they get, and then if the client likes the song, it gets used. I don't know how you go about it, like if you're just doing it on your own completely. But yeah, I feel like it's a nice way for artists to keep afloat.
do
Yeah.
sync licenses pay? Do they actually like pay us much better than the streaming, like music getting
Ah,
streamed on platform?
it pays way better than freaking streaming
Mm.
sites. Like the streaming sites pay what 0.0000.
Yeah.
There's no comparison, especially if like for me with Crybaby, I made the beat. I
Mm,
made the song, I sang the song, so the song is 100% mine. So all the money came to me. I didn't
mm,
have to split it with a producer. I didn't have to split it with a singer. It was all mine, which is a better position to be in.
mm. Yeah. I haven't. Wow. Okay. So does the publisher get a cut of that? They get their cut. I'm assuming from that, and then you get the
Yeah.
rest. And then, how is there like a contract that you sign with
Yep.
the since it's a show on Netflix? So is there like a contract you sign, like, okay, you're getting paid for only this amount of time, or is it like and all the time whenever like this show is being played?
So obviously with royalties, you're gonna get paid forever. As
Oh
long
yeah.
as the plays, you're gonna get paid forever. But then there are certain once-off payments that never come again. And
Mm.
then yeah, everyone takes their cut and we move on.
Yeah, that's interesting because I've always been interested in like the sync licensing aspect of things. I think that's the best way to go.
It is.
What would you say is a good formula in order to create like music that would be used on movies or TV shows? What do you think like is a good you know way for somebody to get into that aspect or that side of the music industry?
I don't even want to lie to you. I don't know. I do not have an answer. I don't know. Like when I made Crybaby, I didn't think, okay, it's gonna fit into someone's show. So I really
Mm,
don't want to lie to you and say, yeah, you have to think of the BPM and make sure that it's a. I don't know. I have no idea how they
mm,
decide what music they're going to use. I guess the best advice I can give is try to make a wide variety of music. I
mm,
understand that everyone is attached to a certain style. Like for me, neo soul is my favorite thing to do. But how often like do you hear songs like that in shows anymore? It's only the old black movies and shows that used to use like soulful music, but now it's more of trap, piano, upbeat stuff. So even if you're not going to release that type of music, you can just make the songs and send them to whoever's doing the pitching for you so that they have enough to work with. If the people say they want a song about money, do you have a song about money? Yes, okay. Let's pitch that one. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the best formula.
Do you think it's better to like have like do you think it's better to have like a publisher uh than go the independent route? Do you think there's more time on your hands?
It's not even about time, it's about connections. If you
Mm,
don't know anyone who works in film, who's where are you going to send your songs?
mm,
Like, what are you going to
true.
do? I don't know anyone in film. I don't even know who you send the music to. So having a publisher is helpful because they already have that network. They already have those people and they just need to send the music.
Mm, yeah. Think let's get into a break. I do want to speak on our topic, and you just brought it up, which is networking. But I do want to get into a music break, a short music break. But before we even get into the music break, I do have a question. How did you come up with the concepts for your videos? Because I see you have somewhat like a Black Mirror kind of vibe to to your videos. Like it kind of gives me that vibe with the
Mm,
eyes as well as like the technology aspect
yeah,
of things.
yeah.
What kind of got you into that one? Because I'm gonna play another video where oh, is it? Am I gonna play? There was a video as well that you had with that kind of vibe too, as
Yeah,
well. It's like a continuation. Was
yeah,
that
yeah.
like a project as well that you worked on where you were going about that whole storyline?
Yeah, so those four videos where you see the Black Mirror vibe, those were from my previous album called Clown's Tears. And I love the guy I do my videos with. I do my videos with Narrative Aesthetics. Q is the director. So usually how it works is I'll text him and tell him, okay, I want it to look like I am living in different times and these are the looks that I have. So can you write something up for this? And I'll show him my inspo and whatever. But he is the one who comes up with the treatment and how everything is going to go. Or I'll tell him, okay, the location I have, like for Cry Baby, my mom's friend has a farm. So she allowed us to shoot there. And I told him, okay, I have a farm. What can we do on this farm? I have a farm and I want dancers. And then he came up with the whole sisterly love in the video. They comforting me, they covering me, they crowning me to show me that I deserve a nigga that's gonna text me back, that's gonna call me, that's gonna love me. So yeah, usually that's how it works. Either he already has an idea or I will come to him and say I want it to go like this and then he masterminds the whole thing. But those four videos, it was very intentional to have the Black Mirror because we're supposed to be traveling through space and time and different versions of me.
Okay, so that now I have another question since you brought that kind of thing up. So, what's your thoughts on where technology is gonna go? How do you think like the future is going to be in terms of like technology and AI?
I feel like I'm gonna be dead by the time it gets crazy. So I don't actually have thoughts. I just
Mm-hmm.
know that I'm not gonna be here to see the mess. I feel like it's definitely gonna get advanced. It's definitely going to get into that iRobot
Mm,
stage of things, and people are going to suffer because the fact that you can put someone's face on a sex tape and
yeah.
the deep fake stuff,
Mm,
that's scary.
it
Because how
is.
to prove to people that it's not you?
True. That is true. Like,
Like,
yeah, you can't.
you can't. It's very scary, and I just hope that I'm gone by the time all of that starts.
But don't you think it's like already we're close to it already? I think we're like the generation where we're gonna experience the maybe the mid, not the extreme, but like the
Yeah.
medium phase, but close to the extreme phase. Maybe in our old, like when we in our like 60s 70s, we probably might see like the extremes coming to, that point, just like how, our grandparents probably experienced, the cell phone, like what
Yeah.
if, if they were to experience, or they experiencing, how, the touch screen and, social media ages, they found that to be insane. And when we get to the AI thing, we might just have our own version of that, and it's gonna be, crazy,
It is. I
yeah.
feel like we'll see the beginning, but I don't think we're gonna see the crazy.
I bet
I really
like,
don't.
yeah.
Because I feel like the ones that are going to make it crazy are the people born in 2018 and 2019 and 2020 and 2021. Those are the people that are going to rock
Mm,
everything. So it's still a while before they're adults.
mm.
So I don't think, I think we're gonna see the beginning phases, but I don't think we're gonna see anything crazy.
Yeah, we definitely, yeah, true. I beg to differ, but we'll definitely see. We'll see about that one. Okay, so the one that I'll get into a music break. We're gonna get into a music break. So,
Okay.
um, let's. Could you tell me about the song of yours? Uh, is it Pin? I think it's Pin. Would you please let me know about how this music video even came about? I'm assuming it was during the COVID times. We're gonna play this music video, and then
Ooh, not the video, child. That was definitely, that was my quarantine time. It's fine, you
Mhm.
can, it's because it's me. So
Mm.
Hmm.
All right. So we're gonna get into it. You'll explain after this music break. This is Coochie Cola Pin. Let's get into it.
You heard it here first on Wake and Bake Vibes. Twitter space, we live.
Drop a pin, I'm coming all the way out. Yeah. Hit me up, then hit it any kind of way out. Yeah. Drop a pin, I'm coming on the way out. Yeah. Hit me up, then hit it any kind of way out. Yeah. You always get it right, know just how to keep it tight. Take me on trips that I've only ever been on. Out of sobriety, now you're coming into me. Yeah, Got my legs feeling weak, yo, I can barely speak. Your body's become a home to me, and I don't wanna leave. Feeling this, like whoa, that shit hit like whoa. I ain't never had it like whoa. Nigga, I'm so ooh, yeah, I know, speechless like whoa. You take every box on my wish list, but I'm probably just another name on your hit list. Probably not thinking straight, but I want you. Yeah, drop a pin, I'm coming all the way out. Yeah, hit me up, then hit it any kind of way. Yeah, drop a pin, I'm coming all the way out. Yeah. Baby, just drop me a line. We both know you want me. You with other hoes wasting time, cause they won't compare to me. I told you that I'd blow your mind, give you a safe space to unwind. Drop that pin, hit me up. Yeah.
1,000 combos!
Get up, boys, get up. Get up, boys, get up. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Get up, boys, get her. Get up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Get up, boys, get her. Get up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Get up, boys, get her. Get up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. 2 or 3, 60. You can skate with me. Can keep up with me. They bitches like with me. Witness me bleeding. Stay in God feeling. All quiet gaming. Come around bleeding. Pick you up after skating. Love the ice, I would name her. Near her, so I left her. Skate again and forget her. Skate again and forget them. On the ice, I'll get them. Some at top, I won't beg them. Hands to niggas, they babies. Super vicious like rabies. All white like I'm racist. Move so fast like I'm racing. Taste the mess like braces. Number 1 like I'm aces. Go to different places. Show them different places. Filled with different races. Skate up, boys, get her. Skate up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Skate up, boys, get her. Skate up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Skate up, boys, get her. Skate up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Skate up, boys, get her. Skate up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her.
Skater, boy, skater. I run around the icy. Be careful, I'ma bump you. I move so fast, I'm lightning. Skater, boy, skater. Be careful, I'ma scare you. I move so fast, I beat you. Pull the consignment. Skater, skate like a battleship. Battle, you slow as shit. Skate like a tattle, me slow and slow, you be moving still. Skate like a lunatic, moving in circles, you a freak. Skate like a star sign, nigga, you freaking amazing.
Skate up, boys, get her. Skate up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Skate up, boys, get her. Skate up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Skate up, boys, get her. Skate up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her. Skate up, boys, get her. Skate up, boys, get her. I'ma go get her. I'ma go get her.
We getting it in at the XRPL Wake and Bake Vibes with Kamikaze. You know the vibe.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Illustrator.
Let's go! Let's go!
Take it to another motherfucking song, nigga. That's just the intro. Here's the other shit. Bitch.
It's me the time, we the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. It's me the time, we the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. Kicking it like Galatasaray. I'm ballin' real hard with a magic play. No shortcuts, bro, I took the hard away. I'm on that Mars champagne, real Chardonnay. If I'm on that brown, then it's Grand Marnier. I stepped up my frames, he's a Cartier. I ain't too drunk to speak, I ain't too blind to see that every 7 years, look what they did to me. 1966, financial crisis. 73 was an oil shot. 1980, a hard recession. In 1987, they ain't learned a lesson. 1994, did you second guess it? A bomb market crash while you Clinton rapping. 2001, that was 9/11. In 2008, Obama recession. 2015, mega crash alert. 2022, cradle ISO 22. The prices might reduce, better calculate your moves. They don't want to have a truce, they just want to see you lose. A country or a couple $1 trillion. Why you think we got all this money problems? I'm running up my digital cash, cause we can't afford another market crash. We the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. We the time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye.
It's Shmita, can't believe ya. I'ma tell you one time, Justin Bieber. Tip of the financial scale like a Libra. Digital cash, my wallet looking greener. The greatest transfer of wealth. Gotta keep it low key, gotta keep it stealth. Marcus in the red, seeing everything melt. Play your cards right and accept what you dial. African New Year at the same time though. We the real Jews, let me ain't lie though. In the recession, why did they lie though? 500 combos. Okay, have high hopes. There's a difference between you and me. Shmita time, 17-year platinum jubilee. Read between the lines and the truth. You will see it's inevitable. Rest in peace, your queen. Now I'm talking about the banknotes. I don't really care, y'all. I'm an asshole. Let the money swim to me like a tap hole. I'm getting high like the prices of gas though. The last big event was 17 years ago. This is a once in a lifetime event for me. Can't miss out on this opportunity. And I give no fucks, truthfully. Right place at the right time, that's where you should be. But you're asleep, can't wake up a flock of sheep. Truth is in plain sight, it ain't that deep. Got my eyes in the keyhole, watch me peep. Following the money trail, I look like a creep. Dirty money on the floor, watch me sweep. Keep my money in my pants like my breeze. My money talk so it don't keep it breathe. Shmita or Shmita, golden standard like Midas. My eye is on the prize. Financial crisis is almost on the rise, and that's how I'm moving on the real though. Can you tell me what's real though? Hold my money in escrow. I'm feeling like Drake. I got money to blow. XRP, watch the liquidity flow. Cause
Shmita time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye. Shmita time. We the real Jews, better keep in mind who that is, they on evil time. Soon you gon' see who deserve to shine with an eagle eye.
You heard it here first on Wake and Bake Vibes. Twitter space, we live.
Let's get high tonight. Transit the physical, get lost and find the light. Lost in the astral plane, the love undeniable. Lying in these sheets with you was collecting stars. I would have Orion's belt, undefeated, what y'all needed. A celestial connection, no space between us. Love you to the moon and back, and that's a fact. Us is illogical, but so astronomical. Let's get high, let's get high, just undeniable. Oh, I think I got the perfect place where we can go. I know that you've been needing an escape. Yes, I'll be your baby. I've been waiting for the day. I'm sorry it took so long. It was perfect all the way. Oh, I know that we've been trying for a while. I know you've been contemplating the things that make me smile. I know that your love is losing so much, it's like your child. I know you've been thinking about me. I bet you're thinking now. I know that I get emotional every now and then, and I make it hard to be around when I ain't 10. But you pick me up every time. This type of love is sublime. I'm always willing to try. You're always willing behind. Tonight, chance at the physical, get lost and find the night, lost in the astral plane. I wanna find myself living beneath your pretty skin. I'm addicted and I wanna be so intertwined. Your left hand can't move without my right. I need to be inside the night. You have to be my all is bright. Cause you and I, we're so astronomical. If you're done when we're all dead and gone, with no corrected wrongs, nobody singing all our songs. It doesn't matter though. But in the event, I hope you know that your heart is my forever home.
We getting it in at the XRPL Wake and Bake Vibes with Kamikaze. You know the vibes.
And we're back. We're back from that music break. We had some music from artists on the Sonar Muse platform, especially the section of the Regiums. We had Shmita by myself and Lemmy. We had Rippled by Cyber Sinner, as well as Skater Boy by DJ Voltrix. All on Sonar Muse, you know, they getting paid out in real time. It seems like my my subscription is so low that now I'm paying out so little to the artists right now. Can't wait for my subscription to end so I can renew it. But make sure you do purchase some Regium shares so that you can earn as well by investing in those songs. You'll be getting paid out as well once every 2 weeks from the royalties, mechanical royalties of those songs. So make sure you do check out the Regium section of the Sonar Muse platform. Miss Coochie Cola, we are back. Would you like to explain to us that Astral song? That song is so amazing. It's so beautiful. With the feature, I don't know how to say her name properly. Is it Filalala? Am I saying it right?
Alala. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Filalala. Or is it Fila? I'm just
No,
I'm
it's Fila.
okay, cool.
Fila.
Fila.
La.
Okay, cool.
Fila. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, how did that song come about?
Okay, so I don't actually remember. I don't actually remember how I came up with. I don't remember making the song. Like,
really?
I don't remember.
How long was that? How long has it been since
I
worked
recorded
on
that
this
last
song?
year.
Oh, I
Last
see.
and I had it, and then I was like trying to figure out, okay, who would be perfect for the song, because also it was just from 2021 until now, it's been a very tough journey for me just being here on earth. So I was also going through like writer's block for the most part, a creative block in general. So a lot of the songs on my next project, which is being released on the 1st of July, they were features. There were a lot of features on there because I genuinely couldn't finish songs. Like I was struggling to finish songs. So I was looking for someone who could complete Astral, and I sent Fila a DM and I was like, hey girl, like, would you be down to be on the song? She listened to it. She was like, wow, this is amazing. Okay, I'll give you something. She gave me an amazing verse. There's actually she gave me that verse, and she also gave me a rap that I didn't put on the song, but it was incredible. Um and she just like she exceeded my expectations. I was like, wow, girl. Because usually when you give artists your song, they don't put the same effort they would put on their own song. Like there will be no harmonies, they won't ad lib, they don't add no fire, no sauce. But you listen to their songs and you're like, girl, you be doing those runs on your song. What about my song? So she came with like all of the energy. And that's what I appreciate about everyone that actually put something on my project. They put a lot of effort, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's I do agree with artists putting less effort in like the features that they do. They feel like they definitely are doing you more of a favor, and they don't really realize that it's also their brand that's on the line in the sense,
Exactly.
so they have to put as much effort as they need to on your song, that they would in their own music. And
Exactly.
it's sometimes amazing when you can did you manage to like meet up with her at some point during the process, or you haven't met up with her?
I have not met. I have. So a few years ago, we were shooting for Ikawe music. I mean, yo, magazine, not music. Ikawe magazine, and she was there. But I'm shy. I don't like meeting. Not I don't like. I struggle meeting new people because I don't know what to say and I just feel weird. So I didn't go up to her, but I saw her there, and then I followed her like after that shoot, but I didn't say anything to her. And then, yeah, fast forward to now, I sent her the song, and she was like, "Yeah, this is amazing." I haven't met her, but she's been very supportive. Like I could go on and on about her, but yeah,
Would
she's
you
an
plan on making a music video though?
yes. I don't want to say anything, but yes.
I hope there is one, because yeah, it's a beautiful song. Um, Speaking of like music videos, how would you kind of envision this one? How would you go about, the music videos for this new project that you releasing?
I think the biggest thing I want, so the project is centered around the stages of grief. So I think if I were to have visuals for this project, they would all be very dissociative. They would be like we're not on Earth because Earth is a lot right now. So I'd want everything to be taking place in an alternate universe where everything is just perfect and good and nice and cute and lovely, and there's literally no bad. That would be my, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's like it does give you that like surreal, out of body experience kind of vibe, the song. Especially your voice is like angelic, so I do understand where you're coming from when it comes to the song and the music video.
Mm-hmm.
Um so you were saying that you kind of struggle, with um, speaking or meeting people when you're, out, which kind of ties in with the topic that I wanted to speak about, networking. So, um, do you go out a lot to network with people? And if you do, how do you go about it? Has your experiences changed, and have you planned on like getting out of your comfort zone when you go out nowadays, or are you still in that box of finding it hard to network or meet people?
Um, so to when I go to these networking events, I go with my manager, and she is like, she's my help. She literally will start talking to someone, then I'll chime in, and then we'll be able to say, yeah, this is Kuchikola, she's this, and that. But I haven't overcome my fear of meeting new people. I'm yet to do that because networking is necessary. But yeah, I'm still very shy.
Yeah, I kind of have those days where it's like when I go out, especially like in events like networking events, it kind of
Yeah.
is a challenge. But I try to just make sure that I have a goal of meeting or speaking to a certain amount of people before I leave, because I can't just go there and not get anything out of
Yeah.
it. So I always set a goal of, hey, I need to at least speak to 3 or 4 people. At least need to get like two contacts or two numbers or something, just so that I could
Mm.
expand my network. Um, and then from there, you start to get used to it. But the more, I guess, the more you do it, the more you start to fizzle out of that feeling of being anxious or nervous. Because I guess we all do feel that way. We do feel like, hey, like people might not relate or connect with us, or we may
Yeah.
feel like a weird person. But
Yeah.
it is like everybody feels that way, but we just need to be embrace it. We just need to embrace it and just wear what we feel just out there. We need to put on our sleeve and just walk with it.
So scary.
It's yeah, it is nerve-wracking and it's scary, but like it's just something that we need to get used to. And that's when once you start getting used to that and being in your truth, then you start fearing people less, because people
Mhm.
start to respect you for just being bold and being out there. And I think, yeah, networking is an interesting thing, but within the music industry, I feel like it is kind of a challenge, because when it comes to networking, some of the bigger people do have this ego, and it's kind of hard for you to speak with them, because, well, some of them are down to earth, but then some of them are like they feel like they should always be on a pedestal, and they don't want to connect and speak to people. They only want to be around a close circle, and it will be hard for you to get into that circle unless you do know someone who is close or within that circle in some way. Have you ever experienced such situations where like you've met someone and it's like they kind of do feel like they are above everybody else, and they don't want to be within the network that's of people that's in the room?
No, I haven't had a situation like that. But I will say that I kind of get, where execs and stuff are coming from when they don't want to necessarily speak to every single person. Because, like you're saying, music is so accessible now. Like, it's so easy to make a song that there isn't anything to filter through bad music. So I think after a certain point, you get to be like, oh, am I going to listen to these 20 people and they all going to suck? But they don't know that they suck. They think they're making fire music. So I feel like the only way to combat not feeling heard is to make noise. Like, keep making music, keep pushing with the independent resources that there are out there. There are places like Submit Hub where you can submit your songs, and then they get placed on smaller playlists. But at the end of the day, you're reaching people that you never would have reached on your own. Stuff like that. Like, I think the focus shouldn't be on who's not listening. The focus should just be on how much noise can you make.
True. Yeah, I think yeah, you just need to at least yell so that people can, you know, at least experience your echoes or hear what you have to say in some way. You
Yeah.
did mention something, finding these independent, ways to be out there.
Yeah.
Do you think an artist can make it in the industry without any connections or doing any some type of networking? Do you think there's a possibility? Do you think it's high, or it's
No,
no possibility?
I don't think the possibility is high. I think it's possible, but you have a better chance if there are many hands in what you're doing, because doing everything alone is tiring, number one. And they always say jack of all trades but master of none. If you giving 10% in 20 million things, how is anyone going to take you seriously? At least if you can focus on one thing and give your 100%, and then the other things are like 70, 80, then yeah, it's way better to have connections, because you can then focus on making quality music and doing your best in that regard.
Mm,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I think yeah, there is a possibility, but it's not high. And networking is important in every aspect of life.
Yeah.
Everything you do, you need to at least have some type of connection to get to the next level. um, and it's very hard. The only like there's rare occasions where somebody who hasn't really networked or done anything does get discovered within the music industry, and those are
Yeah.
like the gems. But it's a once in a blue moon kind of thing, and we never see those kind of things ever happen again. But then after that, they start to connect, of course, and network and get to the highest level from there. But yeah, overall, yeah, you do need to like have some type of connections with people. Where do you think the best places to kind of network? Where do you think the best places to network are for a musician in real life more so than just the internet? What's like some places you would think musicians should go more?
I've been attending like I attended the Africa Rising Music Conference last week. I attended I got an invite to a YouTube event where there were just music artists and people in the space. I went to an event called So Creative Summit. And I think things like that are easier because I know they say business always happens in the club for artists, but people are not sober at
Mm,
those type
yeah.
of environments. So it's nice when you're going to Africa Rising Music Conference, you're going in the morning, everyone is fresh, they just drinking coffee, nobody is drunk, everyone can remember you when they speak to you. I think those are the best. I think those are the best options. Like going to seminars, even if they say the same thing at every seminar, but
Mhm.
what's more important is the people you're gonna meet there.
Yeah, true. That's true. I do have a question for you. I did bring it up uh, before, like in our conversation. Have you heard of the Web3 space? Have you heard of
No.
Web3? So, so that's basically um, where I think the best kind of networking would happen, especially on the internet. So the Web3 space is more. It's basically the new iteration of the internet. It's the newest version of the internet, like what we experienced before, like during the 2010s to now, or 2010s earlier, like Web 2, like the Facebook, social media aspect. That's like Web 2 side of things. It's more so like adding on to the internet, like, being able to contribute. Web one was basically being able to just consume information and read information, but the Web two was like more so you could read information and add information to it. Right now, Web three is more so a concept of being able to create a community. I would say it's more so about community and being able to now be independent, finding your own independent, creating your own independent worlds, and finding people who can relate or have same views as you. And that's where blockchain and cryptocurrency comes into play. So like, as a musician, if I can speak on like the music aspect of Web3, there's like the music space where artists kind of are wanting to be independent and have full control over their music, as well as allowing to create value for their music in in a in a in a better way than what is happening on streaming platforms. Like you said, these streaming platforms are paying like real small cents, right? For your music being streamed. Your song may be the biggest song, but like getting a million streams only gets you like $1,000 or something like that, right? And as a musician, you feel like your music should have more value, and your fans should be able to kind of create that value for you. So Web3 is more about community. It's more about like you being able to have a way of controlling your music without anybody taking a slice of the pie. So there's stuff like NFTs. There's platforms where you could put your music, like um, play music on here on the Wake and Bake called Sonar Muse, which allows your listeners to stream your music in real time, and you're getting paid for every second someone's playing your music rather than for the number of streams. It's rather per second, like a needle time, similar to the radio. And you now have, you can see that, hey, okay, this is how much my music's worth. This person listened to X amount of seconds on my music and I just got paid this much, rather than it's waiting 3 months to see how many streams you got and how much you got paid. And as well as the NFT side of things is really cool, where you can like kind of, it's basically the next version of being able to consume music, because we have we had like vinyls, we had CDs, we had cassettes. We moved on to the iPods. We moved on to, now the streaming side of things. Now we got to the NFT side. Now the NFTs is more so, it's like a collectible, like having Tazos and Pokemons and stuff like that. It's more so, it's more so like that. So um, you'll be able to uh, have a collectible as a fan and create like limited edition stuff of your music in a digital way, but it's on the blockchain. Um, as well as, there's another aspect of things where you can allow your fans to invest in your music, what I was talking about, like uh, royalties. So your fans can get a slice of your royalties by just investing in your music and then pushing your music even more, making your music like a stock. So it's basically like a commodity. And like, if the more your fans, say, hey, have you heard Astro by Coochie Cola and Fila La La? Have you heard that song? Just check it out. Like, listen to the song. The more people stream that song, the more those people who have invested in your music, shareholders, do earn from it too, and you earning from it as well, and stuff like that. So it's more about community, and like Greenstone says, it's more about you being able to connect with your fans, and it's also about your fans also pushing your music to where it needs to go, and you being able to listen to your fans. So the Web3 music space is completely different to Web2, where Web2 is more so about you looking for your fans and finding your place, right? It's more about you finding your audience, and being able to see who your target audience is. Web3 is about, hey, I found my audience. Now my audience is gonna have an input in my music. They have a say in where I go, and I listen to them, because now I know that these are my supporters, and they're gonna make my bread and butter. They're helping me out in some way. So that's a Web3 space. It's more about that, more than anything. Uh, would you say that you would be interested in getting into that space, the blockchain space, in at some point?
Yeah, I think once I understand it
Hmm.
fully and I can
I
make
should
an informed decision on what's best for me as an artist, I would definitely be interested.
I should definitely give you a more detailed, after the show,
Yeah,
at some point, like let you know about like the blockchain space and how
definitely.
things work out a bit more. Because as artists, I think the music industry is now gonna go to the dogs with this AI stuff, as well as the labels being able to utilize that, and
Mm-hmm.
they taking a cut, especially also what's going on with streaming platforms like Spotify saying, hey, you need to have at least 1,000 streams before you start getting paid out. Or yeah, that's what's going on right now. Like, things like that. And you can't really have a say, and then they take down your music. They say, hey, some of your your listeners are aren't organic. So we're gonna take down your song. Distributors are doing stuff like that. So they just taking down people's songs without them, knowing about it, without even, them getting approval and stuff like that, and they can't have a say. So it's kind of the music Web 2 space is kind of in shambles now. It's kind of going to the dog. So I do hope a lot of artists start getting into the Web3 space because it definitely is more about, you know, the community as well as, you connecting even more with people and finding like minded people more than it being a competition in like the Web 2 space of who's better and who's the one who's gonna be it, you know. But yeah, I definitely do hope to see more artists like yourself joining the space, especially there's I would say there's not an influx of like R&B and mostly like female artists in the Web 3 space. It's more so I would say like the dance kind of music as well as hip hop and I would say yeah, there's music like some rock in some way, but like not too much of the other genres, but mostly hip hop. And then you
Yeah.
see some of the biggest artists coming through, but it's not making a move. Like they're not really, pushing the space as much as it needs to be pushed. So I do hope a lot of artists do come through to this side of the world at some point before it's too late.
When we understand it. See,
Yeah,
you're supposed to be speaking at these seminars and stuff to let people know that
definitely,
there are
definitely.
other streams.
I will definitely, as soon as the moment comes for me to get into that, I will definitely come through and let people know about it. Because the hardest thing is just people understanding how to onboard onto the blockchain
Yeah.
and understand about wallets and all of that. So once that kind of is easier for people to grasp, then yeah, it will be easier for artists to onboard. But I do want to advocate for people to come through to, especially the XRP ledger is the best. It's the best blockchain for people to join because it's low gas fees. It's easier to kind of navigate, and the community is pretty cool. But yeah, as time goes, I'll definitely be advocating for a lot of people to pull through. Let's get into the next section, which is overrated, underrated. This is the last segment of the show with Coochie Cola. Overrated, underrated. I will let you know what's up. Let's get into it.
Life ain't really tragic, cause life is really magic. It's full of a lot of tricks like a hat loaded with rabbits. You always get a chance, so you gotta go out and grab it.
Okay, so overrated, underrated. This is a segment where I just give you a topic and you'll tell me if you think it's overrated or if you think that it is underrated. So you'll just tell me what you think of the topic that I bring up. So everybody in the chat, if you think something's overrated, you'll just tell me if it's overrated and the reason why. Or you can just put a thumbs down, thumbs up, and just tell me why you think it's overrated or underrated. Let's go. First one. Are you ready? All right. The first one is music competitions, right? Like let me give you an example like idols, like all these competitions that you see on TV, like X Factor and all of that. What do you think of those kind of things? Do you think it's overrated or underrated?
Yo, do I think it's overrated? Not really. I think it's underrated. I think it's underrated. Because I think everyone's musical goals are different, and some people really actually just want to be famous. Like it's not about the art and the craft and whatever. So if that's your vibe, like those shows are good and they're entertaining. So I'm not mad at them.
Okay, I get where you're coming from. I do think they underrated in some sense that they do help people out, but I think it's overrated because they there's an agenda. Low key, I do feel like there's an agenda being pushed. Like sometimes they just choose the person with the personality that is just out there, instead of the people who are really talented. You know, they already have somebody in mind when it comes to those kind of things. So for me, I would say it's overrated. I really do think it's overrated. Um, but yeah, that's
But
just that's just
my thing is how many there are too many talented people. Like you need to have something extra. You
mm,
can't just be talented.
mm. But the thing
Like
is how
how many people
Mhm.
you can point at a lot of people who can sing as well as Beyonce or Whitney. Like they can sing, 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 sing. But maybe not Whitney. Whitney's voice is something else. But there are people that can really sing, but their careers never went anywhere. Why? Because they didn't have the it factor.
For real, true, true. For me, you know what? I agree with that. The same time, it's just there's so many talented people, but I just feel like they they don't really push the right people. The same time, it's like what happens to those people after the show? They don't really have some of them. The careers do go up, but
Mm.
some don't last as long, which means that their personalities or what that it factor that you say they should have isn't as authentic as it should be, or as it needed to be, you know.
Mm.
So it's an iffy thing for real. Like that side of things is kind of like wishy washy for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say overrated. You say underrated. Okay, cool. So we'll just go with that. The next one is ghostwriters. Ghostwriters, songwriters who write on behalf of artists to sing for them. What's your thoughts on ghostwriters?
They're underrated. But aren't they supposed to be? Because, like, if you want to be a ghost,
Mm,
you don't want to be known
mm, mm,
or in the spotlight,
mm. Yeah,
right?
true.
So I think they underrated because they should be.
True, definitely. Um, I agree. I think they're underrated too. I think like they have they're happy where they are. They're doing what they love. You know, I think the other thing is they somewhat like the people in the competitions where the the one with the talent, the real talent, the raw talent might not have all the things that the industry needs for them to pop. Like they might not
Mm.
have the looks, They might not have the personality in order to,
They
flourish.
might not be
So,
able to write.
yeah, true. They might not be able to write, but there's a ghostwriter. I'm talking about like a ghostwriter though. A
Oh,
ghostwriter might not have the looks, they might not
mm,
have the personality, so they in the back burner, they have to kind of, you know,
yeah.
do it for the artist that has all those aspects. But the bigger artists, like you said, they don't have the person, they don't have the ability to write. They just have the voice. That's it. To, at
Mm,
least portray or, you know put that sound out there for the
yeah.
masses to consume. But other than that, I agree. I definitely agree. Ghostwriters are underrated, but there's some people who kind of give it a bad rap. Like people who use ghostwriters in the wrong way and make it seem like they are the ones who write their own stuff.
Road. Yeah.
So that's kind of where it kind of, goes across the line of, being overrated, because, some people do take all the credit, but it is kind of sad at the same time. But yeah, glad we agreed on that one. Underrated for ghostwriters.
Yeah.
That one definitely is. And the last one, final topic. One hit wonders. What's your thought on one hit wonders? Think they're overrated, underrated?
Mm. One hit wonders. I mean, I guess underrated, but like,
Mm.
if your whole career was one hit, like, where did the talent go?
Mm. Mm.
I don't know. It's tricky, but we'll say underrated.
I agree with that. I think it's underrated. Definitely underrated, because you know your place. You probably just made that one song and you're like, that's it. Unless you were really trying, to stay afloat and make a whole lot of other
But
hits.
who
There
makes
are
music
artists.
and they like, yeah, I got my one song, I'm done. I don't think there's anyone like that, especially if you felt how nice it is to get a hit. There's no way that they were like, okay, yeah, I'm done. Unless they didn't care about music in the first place, then it's a whole other story. But
Mm.
I don't think one hit wonders are like, yeah, this was my goal to have one hit and I'm done.
I think so, though. I think there are people who are like that. There are people who are, there who actually are okay with just, having one hit, and then they gone. They were like, okay, cool, that's it. You know, cause
Exactly.
you,
It's
you
hard
know,
to get one. That one. So why would you be like, yo, yeah, I'm done.
yeah, cause exactly, cause it was hard. Exactly, it's like, yo, it was hard to get to that point, and now maybe the pressure was getting to them. The label wanted more, because labels are even shady. They shelve artists after one hit, and they like,
True.
okay, you can't make any more hits, we're gonna shelve you. Maybe they like, yo, we want to sign you, they get signed, and then after that, like, they get shelved and they never, you never hear from them again. So it kind of is a crazy situation where the 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 artists would want to make more hits, but they can't because of the contract they signed in some way. But there are some artists that are like, nah, it's it's that deep, the industry is that deep, I'm not trying to get into it, so this hit is it, that's it, and I'm gone. And I made
Yeah.
it, like, I made it, and I'm known for that song, because I think it's underrated because of this day and age where everybody's trying to chase a hit after they made something on like social media, and then they want to keep going, and it kind of ruins them their career because now people see you as like, you trying too hard rather
Mm.
than appreciating that you had that moment. Then they'll know how authentic you are as an artist if just making music instead of doing the microwave process and releasing too much at
Mm.
in a short space of time. So I think, yeah, it is underrated. Shout out to them one hit wonders who know like who they are and like their music, their worth, because it is that thing. It's like, yo, you can't force it. You can't force this kind of thing to
Fact.
to stay and like to for you to be there. So yeah, yeah, for sure. You need to get the bag for real. Like KD, he say like you need to get the bag and then just move, leave. Cause what's okay? Some people are there for the passion, right? You're
Yeah.
there for the passion of the music, but some
Yeah.
people are there for the money, and that's why I said there are one hit wonders who know that like yo, they just want one hit and then they gone because they just wanted the bag and then they they outie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So shout out to them one hit wonders though, for real, for real.
Yeah.
They dope for that. But that I'm glad we had two that we agreed on, two underrated for sure. Um, really great having you on the show. I do have one last question for Coochie Cola. What is next for you? I do know that you are releasing a project in July. So the 1st of July. So what's next for you? What can we expect from Coochie as well as what do you have in store for us? What do you have in store for us?
So I'm not gonna say a lot because I am in the planning phases of all the stuff that I want to happen next. But I am releasing a single on Monday, on the 10th of June. And it's off of my next album called Stages. The of Grief is Silent. And yeah, I'm really excited. Like, I've got the merch ready. The merch is going to be a journal to heal yourself. I want to get into helping people with their mental health. That's the road I'm headed. Mental health, woman empowerment. That's what Coochie Cola is tackling next. And making new music, obviously.
All right. Would you like to let us know where people can get a hold of Coochie Cola? Where can we find you?
You can find me on every social media platform, every DSP. It's Coochie Cola, Kuchicola.
All right. Appreciate you, Coochie Cola. We're gonna play one last song by Coochie Cola. Would you like to tell us about this song? Let me just it's I'm assuming you released this one recently. Uh and this
Which
one
one is
you
that?
released recently, which is Charm.
Mm.
Would you like to
Um,
tell us more about that one?
it was very random. My brother just randomly sent me a beat, and I wasn't expecting that it's going to be a dance beat. And yeah, the vocals just flowed. Like, I wanted a song about fun with your lover, just a good time. You guys are drinking, you're dancing, you're grinding on each other, all of that stuff. It's a love song, but in a dance way.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so be sure to check out Coochie Cola on all social media platforms. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. Really appreciate you pulling through. I look forward to everything you release, whatever you are going to be doing, as well as I look forward to having you again on the show, and
Definitely.
that we can keep in touch. Um, Once again,
Thank
I don't even know. I don't even know how we got in touch in the first place. I think we have like someone mutual that we both know, if I'm not mistaken.
I have
But
no idea. But thank
uh,
you
I,
for having
I'll
me.
probably I'll definitely hit you up, and yeah, looking forward to more of the music that you put out there for sure. This is Coochie Cola. This is Charm, the dance song. Let's get into it.
You heard it here first on Wake and Bake Vibes. Twitter space, we live.
Baby, something about the moonlight's got me glistening. I got you how you might just need a prescription. I'm as captivated, can't believe you got me in this position. Making love all night and through the climax and laughing, making memories. Gyrating, dancing, raising to the I love to make you cross the seven seas. I can tell you obsessed with me, and again, who wouldn't be? This box will have you enslaved by me, by me. I can tell you obsessed with me, but then again, who wouldn't be? This box will have you enslaved by me, by me. Once it gets to you, there's no running from it. You don't get to choose when it takes control. So all you gotta do is let your heart follow through. Your body make the move, and your heart wants to do. Once it gets to you, there's no running from it. You don't get to choose when it takes control. So let your heart follow through. Your body make the move, and your heart wants to do. Baby, something about the moonlight's got me glistening. I got you how you might just need a prescription. I'm as captivated, can't believe you got me in this position. I can tell you're obsessed with me, then again, who wouldn't be? This box will have you enslaved by me, by me. I can tell you're obsessed with me, but then again, who wouldn't be? This box will have you enslaved by me, by me. I can tell you're obsessed with me, but then again, who wouldn't be? This box will have you enslaved by me, by me. I can tell you're obsessed with me, but then again, who wouldn't be? This box will have you enslaved by me, by me.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
Yo, 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 yo. So we're gonna play an exclusive track before we close the show. We end the show by Tony Bullrun. Shout out to Tony, OG, man. The homie just released some fire on the platform on Sonar Muse. Gotta play this one. Tony, bro, this one is definitely gonna be on like playlists. It's definitely gonna be a banger. I'm definitely gonna play this one during the bull runs. Um, Shout out to you for this one, Cartiers. I would like you to pull through and come through to the Wake and Bake vibe so you can talk about like a lot more about like your music career and all of that jazz. Let's get into this song, Cartiers, and then we'll be ending the show there. This one is a banger for sure. Cartiers. Make sure you also get the Regium tokens, man. Invest in the song. It's definitely one of those songs where you'll definitely be vibing and enjoying yourself. Shout out once again. Let's get to it.
I was legally blind, I could see barely.
Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets. Blinded by the new money, had to cop some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Escalades. Black man running shit, feeling like the EPA. Cop the whole C-130 and port the work from MIA.
This is
Ain't nobody in the crypto space as real as me. News channels see the success, then they want a piece. Time is money to dyslexic. Come in and read a script. Feds come knocking, then the whole team gon' plead the fifth. Fuck a Tesla, we always on a lucid trip. Crashed out, made some waves, did it without a ripple, bitch. Real Yankee stepping, shimmy down from the 216. From the land where AKs get loaded with pierogi clips. European niggas always down to Russian shit. New king of the north on some Jon Snow shit. Cocaine beamer and I just added 010. The way we roll running, need a sponsorship from Michelin. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets. Fuck a 589, I keep a 556. Taking down these false stars, name I'm talking Schindler's List. Hopped off the porch cause the summer finna get too hot. No Bitcoin miner, but I show you how we spin a block. Fuck the cash cause you know we crypto rich. 28 grams, roll the whole zip. All them K's and you still won't get a hit. Swap that XRP for GZX, that'll make you rich. Passport tatted up, boy they love me overseas. GZX hit $1, that's a Negro Jubilee. Birds touchdown, we get the Raven, just the Jackson. I remember the old days when it's trapping out of Paxson. Fast forward to now, all my money still legit. The US dollar, the only thing I see that's counterfeit. The way the game rig is like twist to keep your body bent. Somebody call the treasury, my bank is minting too much sense. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, caught some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets. By my nose, by my nose. By my nose, by my nose. By my nose, by my nose.
That one is a banger from Tony Bullrun. Definitely one of those songs, man. Shout out to everybody who pulled through to the Wake and Bake Vibes. It was a great show. Very, very, very informative show. I would like to say thank you once again to our guest, Gucci Cola. It was an honor to have her. It was an honor to have you as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys once again next week on another dope dosage of the Wake and Bake Vibes 115. You know, appreciate everybody on the X side, everybody on the Instagram side, everybody on the YouTube side showing love. We plan on expanding to more platforms soon. It was really, really dope today. Once again, I'll see you next week. It's your host, the one and only Kamikaze. Let's go. I think I'm gonna play the song once again, man. We gotta run it back and then end the show. Let's get into it. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Let's get into it. Cartier.
This is a Wake and Bake Vibe exclusive.
I'm legally blind, I can see barely.
Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets. Blinded by the new money, had to cop some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Escalades. Black man running shit, feeling like the EPA. Cop the whole C-130 and port to work from MIA. Ain't nobody in the crypto space as real as me. News channels see the success, then they want a piece. Time is money to dyslexic, come in and read a script. Feds come knocking, then the whole team gon' plead the fifth. Fuck a Tesla, we always on a lucid trick. Crashed out, made some waves, did it without a ripple, bitch. Real Yankee stepping, shimmy down from the 216. From the land where AKs get loaded with pierogi clips. European niggas always down to Russian shit. New king of the north on some Jon Snow shit. Cocaine beamer and I just added 010. The way we roll running, need a sponsorship from Michelin. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets. Fuck a 589, I keep a 556. Taking down these false stars, name I'm talking Schindler's List. Hopped off the porch cause the summer finna get too hot. No Bitcoin miner, but I show you how we spin a block. Fuck the cash cause you know we crypto rich. 28 grams, wrote a whole zip. All them K's and you still won't get a hit. Swap that XRP for GZX, that'll make you rich. Passport tatted up, boy they love me overseas. GZX hit $1, that's a Negro Jubilee. Birds touchdown, we get the Raven, just the Jackson. I remember the old days when it's trapping out of Paxson. Fast forward to now, all my money still legit. The US dollar, the only thing I see that's counterfeit. The way the game rig is like twist to keep your body bent. Somebody call the treasury, my bank is minting too much sense. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and everything. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. Blinded by that new money, cause some Cartiers. All this crypto wealth, I have you bulletproof and Chevrolets. Dominoes, dominoes. Dominoes, dominoes.
I've had enough. It ends here.